I'm Mo, and in this video, we're gonna talk about stress when doing some kind of creative work, especially painting or anything related to games. I've been in this kind of situation myself for several years during my career, and over the years, I know what caused it, and and I fix it myself. So I want to share with you uh, how can you be more relaxed and how can you avoid the stress of doing, for example, like painting or sculpting or any kind of production art, actually. So basically, well, when I start out, um, just like many of you are doing, like, let's just watch some tutorials, right? So you watch some tutorials, and then you watch some classes, and then they tell you like, hey, the work is gonna be like this. You're gonna paint, and they're gonna be some kind of art director, and then you're gonna have some reviews, and then you're gonna keep painting and iterating and get some ideas and do it again over and over and over again. And since the beginning, they tell you that this is a very competitive industry, right? Um, you don't have much time to rest here, actually. Um, in this industry, they always tell you that if you rest, somebody out there is like painting, like a machine, like slow, always like this, 24/7. And if you do that, that guy is gonna get the job, and you don't. Sadly, that's the reality. Yes, that guy is gonna get the job, and not you. But the job is actually what is causing you the stress. Um, when I when I started studying this since 2012, I was studying like anything related to game development and a lot of these topics. I focus on art. So after many years of studying, I got this idea of my mind like I need to work hard. I need to work harder, and no pain, no gain. And this kind of thing can be very unhealthy for you, right? And you see no other choice, because if you don't do that, then you're not gonna get the job, and you're not gonna get better. So what happened to me when I got my job at Ubisoft, I still had the mentality that, hey, let's just get better. Like after work, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna keep practicing this, and I'm gonna learn new skills. I'm not gonna fall behind, because I felt like at job it was very um, you do very specific things, and this industry goes so far that if you do one little thing, then you need to learn like 10 more things. And at the job you don't have the time to do that, so you need to have some spare time to work on your personal projects, just like they call them like that, like personal projects. Like, this is not for money, right? This is for myself. And I used to do that, and after like several months, I said I had enough with this. You know what I will do? I will just be like a normal guy. I'm not gonna push myself anymore. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna work again after work. I'm just gonna be like a regular dude. And it was hard at that time, because I felt like a failure, like, oh, you just turned yourself into everything that you didn't want to become before. Like, you were always pushing yourself, you were always like very competitive and everything. And now what? And I felt like I didn't achieve anything worthily to just rest. But I had enough, and I took the decision like, you know what? At least for some time, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm still gonna do the job thing, but I'm gonna do what I should do. I just do the job, and then go to my home and do whatever I want. So at that time, like, I start taking uh, I started taking dancing classes, and it was very refreshing for me because it was new, and I was learning some new things, and it was creative, right? And I will go little by little, like 1 day a week, 2 days a week. Um, as time went by, I will go like pretty much every day, right? Without any effort. And every time I go to class, I will like be super excited to learn some new things or learn something different, right? I never felt like that since many years ago. When I was studying painting, studying like sculpting, like do you have all this crap in the internet that is like, oh, Blocktober, I must do a block out in October, right? If you're a level designer. Oh, Inktober, oh, I must draw like 30 days straight without missing 1 day, because that's what social media it's about, right? It's about popularity, it's about reaching, Um, whenever there is something there, you can never rest. And even if there is no event, there are some communities and some others like to practice, hey, hashtag day one, hashtag day two. And the dream is to get to, I don't know, day 3000, right? Look at me, 3000 days without stopping. And the thing about this is that you go against your will, and everything you go against your will, it will create repression. It's like a basement, like you put the feelings and you put them in the basement. I don't want to deal with them, and they go inside of you. And every time you do something against your own will, you will repress it, and you will repress it, and you will become more tense and more tense and more tense. Strangely enough, this didn't happen to me with dancing. I took it like, I don't need a job on this. I don't need to push myself. I don't need to constantly remind me that I need to go, I need to do this. It was just effortless. I just go, take my class, be happy, and go back home. Right? It was like around 2 hours of practice, and later I might dance a little bit, so it's like 3 or 4 a day. 3 or 4 hours a day is a lot, actually. If you paint like 3 or 4 hours a day, and you do that for 1 year, you're gonna become super good. Um, but why was this happening? Like, why I didn't feel like I needed a break, right? I never felt that. I never felt that, and I started wondering, why do I feel like this when doing game development stuff? Like, that's wasn't that what I liked, right? And I started questioning myself. Maybe this is not what I want to do, and it's like, if I like it so much, then why I don't feel like this? Why I don't feel relaxed when doing this? I feel like this feels natural, you know? This is the way to go. Like, everything you do should feel natural. Then eventually everything comes. Because even though I was just going to dance like 2 hours a week, I was getting better. I was indeed getting better. And my aim wasn't to get better. My aim was just to relax a little bit. And after like a year or two, uh, I significantly improved uh, my ability there. So why me that like really wants to paint, don't do it, right? It gets so stressed. Like, okay, let's do this. Put the paper, grab the pen. It's like, "Man, I don't feel like doing this, but I need to do it. I need to do it, right? I don't feel like this doing that. And I realize it's because there's just a bunch of crap out there that makes you feel this tension. Like, all these things, like for example, like China's like Feng Shui, like they say, oh, man, you need to draw 8 hours a day, right? That's the only way. And in 1 year, you're gonna get a job. And yeah, that's true. But you're gonna end up hating it. And the worst thing is that once you become good at it and you get paid for it, it's hard to give it up, because uh, how can you give up now? You already reached the thing you wanted. You're stressful, but at least you're getting the money. Before you were stressed and you were broke. Now you're stressed, but at least you have some kind of money, right? Um, And there's a lot of things in the internet, and I feel like there's so many. I feel like this art community, especially the one that paints or do concept art or do 3D, are so stressed. It's like they don't want to do it. There's so many cases where I read people like, I have anxiety attacks. I don't want to do this thing. Uh, and then the comments is like, have to keep grinding, have to keep going, don't give up, don't give in, right? And you just, the whole internet is just filled with this kind of stuff. And it's, how can you rest? When did this became a job and not a hobby? Because that was the, you know, that was the idea at the beginning, right? The idea was to get the job, to get the, to enjoy it, not to get the job. I mean, the job was nice. Like, oh yes, I enjoy doing this. Therefore, they will get paid me to do the same. But the reality, it was that it wasn't. So my solution for this was, um, okay, let's try to start all over again. I'm gonna learn how to paint. It's something I couldn't. Like I was too focused on 3D. It's like I always wanted to learn to paint, and it was very stressful because oh, I need to learn 3D, I need to learn painting, I need to study anatomy, I need to practice this, I need to practice composition. It's like, oh wait, I'm doing too much 2D, I need to do 3D. And then in the work, it's like, oh, why am I painting? Like I'm doing 3D here. It doesn't help me with the job, right? And this time I said, forget about all this crap. Let's just paint. And I decode the process of that made me happy to enjoy a new art, which was dancing. And it was, do it when you want. So I start painting like 1 hour a week. That's it. It's like whenever I feel like it. Like I feel like I wanna do it. You just do it. And when you do it like that, it makes you feel good. Like, yes, I did something uh, in my own will. Nobody pushed me, nobody forced me, and I don't need to share it. Like I don't share it in social media. Usually I never share my stuff. So I felt super safe. I just do whatever and keep it. Instead of sharing it to social media, I will show it to friends. I will show it to my close friends, some friends at Ubisoft. I will show my paintings so I can get some feedback. Like they are really good painters. But I was comfortable showing it to them. I don't need to show it to 1,000 people online. I don't need to put it in the Google image search. I don't need to put it on Pinterest. I don't need all this kind of crap. I just do my thing. I enjoy it. And then I enjoy the improvement too. The improvement is real. You really enjoy the improvement. You cannot just forget about it. You will improve. Like, yes, you can forget about it, but you can also enjoy it, right? And after doing that, I start doing it more often, like maybe twice a week, three times a week, 5 times a week, 1 hour a day. That's enough. That was enough for me. And it is still enough until today. When I study something, I just do 1 or 2 hours and I say, that's enough. I'm tired. I don't want to do it. Will tomorrow I do it? I don't know. Maybe I feel like doing it. So after doing that, I started recovering my passion for doing game development because I was totally burned out. And I realized these production companies, these game companies, uh, especially the big ones, they just want you to be a machine. Like, I want you to be really good at this. I want you to do it, and I want you to do it forever, right? Like, you're going to do it 8 hours a day, and you're going to repeat the process over and over and over. And it really doesn't matter if you want to don't come to work, if there's a sunny day out there, you just need to come here and do it because that's what they're paying for. That's what the contract says. And if you don't do that, then they don't pay you. And if you stop going to work, they will fire you, right? So these production companies, I feel like I'm totally against them now. I'm I'm against this kind of work. I feel creative work should be natural. Creative work should be fun. Creative work should um, should come from within. Like you really want to do something and you create it, and nobody force you to do something. Um, this production thing made everything feel like a factory, like producing, right? And in this world, like being productive is like more more important than being happy, right? Is more rewarded. There's nothing more rewarded than society, than someone that is productive, than someone that is efficient. Efficiency, it's the highest quality. Like efficiency is a quality of machines, not humans, right? Um, so if you're in this kind of situation, just try to slow down. You're gonna get better. And production artwork is not the only type of work out there. You can just do your paintings, put it online. Some people will like it, some people will not, and then you just continue doing it. If you learn something, you can teach it. You can put a YouTube channel. You can just upload your thoughts. Everyone needs uh, uh, have something to share. So no matter how bad you think you are, or how good you think you are, you always have something to share. And just keep doing that. And as you continue to work on yourself and enjoying the process, then naturally your skills will be better, and and you will become good. But if you do this kind of production work, you're gonna get super stressed. I haven't met any person, not even a single one person that works in the game industry in production that is not stressed. Everyone is super stressed. That's why they need holidays, right? Uh, I don't need holidays for dancing. I don't need the rest. I just enjoy it. I enjoy everything I do now. I don't need a holiday. Yeah. Sometimes I do very hard work, but I just say I just deserve to rest. But I don't feel like, man, I wish I don't come today to work. Like I wish I'm at sleeping, right? I wish I can go out. I wish I can go to the pool. I wish I can do this kind of thing. And eh, I talk about this in my other videos, how you can make a living with this. But you just need to enjoy life. You didn't come here to become a machine. You didn't come here to become productive. Like there is no purpose on doing this. Like what's the purpose uh of painting? Like there's no purpose. But you try to find purpose in everything that you do, even in what is the meaning of life. You try to find purpose. Only machines have purpose. Only a tool has purpose. There are some things in life that have no purpose. Like painting has no purpose. Dancing has no purpose, right? Enjoying life has no purpose. There's no purpose in that. It's just, it is what it is. That's why you came here. You came here to become happier. You came here to increase your consciousness. You didn't came to the world to become more efficient every day, like a machine, become efficient and be the most efficient guy and then die. That's not why you came to this world. This is why you feel so stressed. You're trying to become efficient. And efficiency is a quality of machines, not humans. There is some uh, level of mastery that humans can achieve, uh, but everything should come naturally. Like if you do it and you like it and you continue to do it, then eventually, eventually you will get to it. But just don't think too much about it. So if you like this video, follow me for more content like this. I will put more videos about this. And if you have any topic in mind, any question, just put them in the comments below and I may do a video about it. Until next time.